Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So, it is super rainy this morning and it's 50 degrees. I've got to go 54 miles, hopefully. The elevation doesn't look too bad, but we'll kind of see how it goes when it gets there. But you know, these are some of the adversities that we face when we set out in our walk with God, and you know, I'm just going to persevere. I'm going to really put the pedal to the metal and the rubber to the road, because this is outside of myself. This is for the purpose that Redeeming Eden was created for. You know, to reach out and bring awareness that drug addiction recovery options are available. You know, you don't have to die in your addiction. I almost did several times. And I'm just fortunate enough that God spared me to be able to live a more fulfilling life of being able to lead others to Himself. And so, camp is packed up. I'm on the beautiful Sulduck River. I found a nice little spot to hide off in the woods last night overlooking the river. I saw some really big slugs this morning. I mean, those things were huge. I didn't know those existed. Other than that, as trepidatious as I feel about heading out into this weather, I know it's something I have to do. And I don't know how much video I'm going to take today in the rain, but you'll see more of that in just a little bit. I love you, and I'll see you later. Alright, so these are called salmon berries. It's kind of like, I guess, like a blackberry from the south. But when they're ripe, they just kind of pluck right off the vine. Cormac told me about this the other night. And they're really good. I hope I find some more edible snacks along the way. And I'm sure I will. I'm looking forward to Subway today. Got 14 miles to go to get there, and then 40 miles of just kind of dead zone with no population, no convenience stores, no anything for 40 miles after that. So 54 miles to really get to 14 to my first stop for lunch, and then 40 for supper. So, and that's just a convenience store, no restaurant, no McDonald's. There's nothing out here. All right, I got to get after it. Love you guys. See you later. Alright, well, it stopped raining, thank God. I stopped at Subway and had some lunch, had a 12-inch sub, and then bought another 12-inch sub for the ride tonight. I'm here at Ace Hardware. I don't think I can see a sign anywhere. It's a Thriftway grocery store and then Ace Hardware kind of combined. Picked up some peanut butter, some jelly, some beef jerky. A guy I met, Gary, yesterday gave me a tip to get beef jerky because this next section is about 100 miles where I'm not going to see anything but trees. So I am fully prepared for that this time. Plenty of food. Stopped here into Ace and got some chain oil for my bicycle. I had forgotten to bring chain oil for my bicycle. I also forgot to bring my chamois butter. So far so good, but we'll see how it keeps on going. if anything in Astoria, I'm sure I can pick some up if I need to. So I don't know what kind of connectivity I'm going to have at all for the next few days, but you guys will see these videos when they get posted, and hopefully that will be soon. I'm going to pedal hard, pedal strong, and pray, pedal, repeat. I love you guys. I'll see you later. So these berries match my shirt. How about that? Too good. Alright, so I talked to Gary yesterday about those snakes, and he said that the only kind of snakes that are up here are not poisonous. They're mostly garter snakes. So that's a good thing for me. I stopped coming up this mountain here to eat one of these beef jerky sausage pieces. They're really good. So I'm finding that it takes a lot of energy to reach the top of a mountain. And, you know, I'm just constantly looking for the top of the mountain, but I'm expecting when I get there to have fun on the way back down to the valley. And that's so strange. It's interesting to me. So what I'm finding as I'm meditating today and climbing these hills is that, you know, the Word of God is like food. And it takes a lot of eating, you know, the Word to get up out of the valley. It takes a lot of effort to get to the top of the mountain. And you're not just going to get, you know, out of the valley being complacent. You have to be determined. You have to eat. You have to drink. And you got to climb. You got to put in effort, actual work. So anyway, as I'm praying and pedaling, that's what I'm thinking about, coming up this mountain, essentially out of the valley of the river that I was just in. You know, it's good living down in the valley. Water's flowing down there. Everything's fine. But to get up to the top of the mountain, you know, you can't live up there. But it takes work, it takes effort, and it's beautiful at the top. Anyway, got to get back pedaling. Love you guys. See you later. And you know, conversely, it takes no energy to get to the bottom of the mountain or to the valley. So think about that. You know, getting down into the valley, no effort at all. So my question for you is, where are you at right now? I was thinking, I said, you know, nobody can live on top of the mountain, and while that's true, nothing grows up there. However, if your supply line is good, you can live up there as long as you want. Anyway, I'm gonna keep riding down this hill. Love you guys. See you later. Here we go again. All right, so coming down the 101 next to the Hoh River, which I guess is the river that the Hoh rainforest drains into. By the way, did you know that it rains in the rainforest? I have constantly been rained on and off on this little journey. But so far, it's been totally worth it. Let's see if I can make my way down here without getting hurt. I tell you, the camera really doesn't do hills any justice. Oh man. Just looks like just a straight drop off. I see land and then I see nothing. I would imagine it's some kind of eddy from this tree here. It's just beautiful. Anyway, I gotta keep on pedaling. So I'm probably not gonna make it all 40 of the miles to where I wanted to get to, where there was another convenient. So I'm probably not gonna make it all 40 of the miles that I wanted to go to get to the other convenience store, but I'll be close enough to get coffee in the morning. I'm gonna stay at Ruby Beach, and from what it looks like, it's a pretty amazing section of the Washington coastline. So I'm gonna keep riding, and you guys will see more of that right about now. So I looked up that Rainforest Hostel a little ways back online, and it looks like it's only $10 to stay there. It actually said $10 donation appreciated. You know, if you have more or if you have less, that's okay too, which I thought was really neat, but they're closed because of COVID. So now I'm here about a quarter mile from Ruby Beach. So I'm gonna go check it out. And you guys will see what Ruby Beach, Washington looks like in just a second. So here is Ruby Beach. I have made it to the Pacific Ocean from Seattle. Still got a ways to go, but at least I'm on the coast. Should be pretty much smooth sailing down to Astoria now, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, just to give you an idea of scale of the cliff that I'm on, I'm going to insert a video zoomed in of the people down on the beach right here. So as you can see, this is a way, way bigger scale than the TV can make it seem. When you see it with your own eyes, it is breathtaking. Anyway, I gotta find a campsite for the night. Don't know where that's gonna be, but it can be right here. There's a little sign that said no tent camping, no parking overnight. So I'm gonna obey the rules and go find a place that doesn't have a sign up. Anyway, I may climb down this little trail here and see what the Pacific Ocean's like down there. All right, so I found a thing called the Big Cedar Tree. And so I figured, you know, 0.3 miles out of the way, I may as well go check it out. I'm still trying to find somewhere to camp. And I'm glad I did. This is one big cedar tree. I see why it's called that now. Alright, so it is completely dark. I don't know if you can tell, but here is a little spot laid out inside this huge tree. So if I really needed it, I could have some rain cover tonight. But I can't pedal any farther. I am completely spent. I went 44 miles today, but it was like a lot of uphill, a lot of downhill. And I was not expecting there to be no camping on the roadside in the beach area, being as dark as it is. I just walked down the end of this trail here from that big cedar and set up my little camp right here. I'm not going to put the tent up just because if someone asks me to go, I most definitely will. But I'm going to be out before the tourists get here in the morning. So I just need somewhere to sleep. There's nowhere else I can go. It's miles till anywhere else from what I saw on my maps before my data cut out. So I hope it's okay. It's got to be for tonight. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Tomorrow, gonna try to make it as far as I can, as usual. Other than that, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I love you guys. I'll see you later.